to another episode of Pop Gumbo, where we're talking what's popping in pop culture. I'm your host, Dr. Tachi. Let's get to it. Okay, let's talk what's happening at the box office. Ghostbusters Frozen Empire opened to $45 million, which is okay, and that's compared to $44 million of the last iteration of Ghostbusters, Ghostbusters Afterlife. Well, here's the thing. It's going to have to do really well, gain legs, so to say, because it cost $100 million to make. All right, so if they're able to do that, it could be decent for them, but this is what it's going to take to have that happen. They've got to get new audiences. So yeah, maybe with those of us who were able to see the originals or who are fans of the original, maybe it is cool for us, but it doesn't seem to be gaining legs with new audiences. And again, opening weekend just happened. It remains to be seen whether or not they're able to gain new audiences. Now let's talk about the cinema score rating. Frozen Empire gained a B+ compared to an A for Afterlife. Critics had a lot to say about this, and I guess they felt Afterlife was slightly better. What really matters is what the audiences think, because they're the ones who are going to bring in the money. So let's hope that they're able to bring in new audiences with this new iteration. Don't you want to know what this is about before you spend your hard-earned money? Well, I got you. Let's talk about what this is about. And I'm going to read this too so that I get it right. The story follows the Spangler family as they return to the New York City firehouse to team up with the original Ghostbusters, who have developed a top-secret research lab to take busting ghosts to the next level. Now, doesn't that sound like a good Saturday afternoon? Well, you can let me know in the comments if it does. Let me know if you're going to see this. And if you've seen it, how does it compare to the rest of the franchise? Write it below. Now, let's talk about an issue that could have far-reaching implications for lots of people, especially if you have children. Governor Ron DeSantis signed a bill on Monday that would ban children under the age of 14 from using social media. Now, if you're under the age of 14 or 50, you will need a parent's consent before you're allowed to continue to use social platforms in the state. This bill is called HB 3, and it also directs social media companies to delete the accounts of those under the age, or they could be sued on behalf of the child who created the social media account. A minor could be awarded up to $10,000, and the offending company could be fined $50,000 per violation. Wow. Oh, also, that's attorneys and court fees in addition to that $50,000. DeSantis had this to say, and I quote, "Ultimately, we're trying to help parents navigate this very difficult terrain that we now have with raising kids. And so I appreciate the work that's been put in." And this was during the bill signing ceremony on Monday. Now, DeSantis did veto a more restrictive version of this bill, which would have banned social media use for those 16 and under. This bill also required Florida residents to submit ID or identifying materials before being allowed to engage in social media. HB 3 is scheduled to take effect in January of 2025, and this comes as the efforts to ramp up safety online and safety with social media happens across the U.S., and especially with parents who are saying that, or some parents, I should say, that are saying that social media does not do enough, or these social media companies are not doing enough to ensure children's safety online. So this is probably not going to be a very smooth road. There is pushback already, and there are some states who have enacted something similar. For example, Ohio and Arkansas, and they've been challenged by a company called NetChoice LLC, and they're a coalition of social media platforms whose members include, surprise, surprise, Meta, Google, X, and others. We'll stop right there. You tell me what you think. We've talked about this, I'm sure, ad nauseum before on different platforms, how parents need to be in charge or take charge of children's social media use and minors' social media use. I think we may agree on that. But there's also the thing that you cannot watch children or minors 24/7. And inevitably, if they want to do something, they'll find a way to do it. And so that's why there are the calls for stronger regulation stateside and nationally. But tell me what you think, because I'm super interested to hear this. Write it in the comments below. And finally, if those last two stories didn't make you go crazy, maybe this one will. All right, the Let's Go Crazy is a reference to a Prince song, and that's right. There is something Princey coming in the air. Ryan Coogler is attached to produce a Prince jukebox musical, which is untitled. This is according to The Hollywood Reporter. And apparently this has been in the works since 2018. The producers of this include Ryan Coogler, Zinzi Coogler, Sev Ohanian, Universal Music Publishing Group Chair Jody Gerson as well. Now, if you don't know who Ryan Coogler is, why wouldn't anyone know who Ryan Coogler is? Anyway, think Black Panther. He directed all the Black Panther movies and a lot of other movies before that, but most notably, most recently, Black Panther. So I guess he has a thing for colors, from black to purple. Now, this untitled film will star Michael B. Jordan, which is no surprise because Michael B. Jordan and Ryan Coogler have a really great working relationship, and they've worked on several films in the past together. And this is slated to be released March 7th, 2025. Well, I didn't mean to cause you any sorrow, and I didn't mean to cause you any pain. That was awful, but Purple Rain, Prince. Anyway, I hope you all enjoyed this episode of Pop Gumbo. I certainly did. Make sure that you are following all the other correspondents, the TKBS correspondents, and that you are plugged in and listening to the TKBS podcast on Tuesdays. It drops every Tuesday on all major podcasting platforms. And, oh yeah, the dream is real.